Welcome to the Sketchy Podcast. Unfortunately, Justus wasn't able to make it today, but we have a very special guest with us. He is a biker who claims that he does not need to be restricted to the bike lane. I'm going to just let him introduce himself. Why don't you say hi to our audience here?
Nice to meet you. My name is Mikey McDonald. Thank you for having me on the Sketchy Podcast.
Of course. So he insisted not to use our regular chair today. And right. He decided to ride into our studio with his bike.
I just wanted to prove a point.
What's the point?
The point is that I can bike wherever I want. That's the point. That's why I biked into this podcast room. I said, you know what? He wants to ask me questions. I'm going to ask him, or I'm going to have you ask me the most authentic way, which is on my bike.
Okay.
So that's why I biked in here. And that's why I wanted to bring my bike on the podcast, because I didn't want him to, maneuver around questions and try to be some sort of wise guy around me.
Why would you not being on a bike allow me to maneuver around questions and be a wise guy?
Because I feel like you're not going to understand what I'm saying to you. You're going to minimize my issues. So I want to show up here as my authentic self, a biker.
Like show, don't tell, I guess?
Exactly.
Give me like the full experience.
I want you to see exactly who I am.
Okay.
For instance, when people go on dates, right? They're not them real selves. They put on a show, showmanship. They pretend to be someone they're not. Me, I'm on a bike 24/7.
All the time, 24/7.
Right. I bike everywhere.
When you take a shower?
I bike in the shower.
Why?
What did I just say?
You said you were on a bike 24/7, but that's what I'm...
No, I'm saying I'm my authentic self. So I bike everywhere. I bike to work. I bike to the grocery store. I bike to drop my kids off at school. I bike everywhere. There's not a place...
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
I biked to the strip club a couple weeks back. I was watching titties.
Kind of awesome, actually.
I was throwing dollar bills on my bike.
In the strip club?
In the strip club.
But did they let you in the strip club with that?
They threw me out, but I got in. I got in pretty quick. Security's chasing me. I'm riding around the strip, the island with in tits shaking as I'm throwing dollar bills, running from the guy, and then I got out of there. But I wanted to just prove a point, once again, that you can bike anywhere. You should be able to bike anywhere.
Why do you
I feel like it's
I get that you're trying... Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what it is. I'm going to explain.
Please.
I feel like it's my obligation to bike.
I can't wait to hear where this is going.
It's my obligation to bike everywhere. That way, when these other bikers get scared when the drivers are yelling at them saying, "Stay in the bike lane, get out, get on the sidewalk," I want to show those assholes that not only am I gonna bike on the road, I'm gonna bike right past you in the grocery store. That's how I don't give a fuck. That is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I'm proving a point.
Yeah, it just sounds kind of like...
It's my duty to show the bike world that we can fight for what's ours. And we don't need to be minimized by these car drivers. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, not really. I don't get it. Like,
what do you mean you don't get it?
Well, they have a lane for bikes. Just stay in the, like if you're driving a car, do you ever drive a car?
Okay.
Ever? Have you ever got caught behind a biker?
I'm going to take...
And then the biker's like getting pissed. Also, there's a stereotype. There is a stereotype that bikers are assholes.
Okay, first of all...
And you're kind of perpetuating the stereotype
we
right now.
only come at you because you came at us. You gave us a horn, and then you flipped us off, and that's why I had my bike into that guy's on last week.
Even on a bike path, though, it won't even be like a car. I'll just be walking, and like how they'll have like a sidewalk.
Well, you were probably in his way.
Yeah, one time I was in his way on accident, but like he'd say, "Hey!" He like drove past. He was like, "Hey!" And I was like,
You almost got him killed.
Like,
That's probably why.
It was a wide enough lane. He could have easily gone around.
I'm not
going
to say anything because I wasn't there, so I don't want to, make assumptions about the situation. I wasn't there.
Is that a thing that bikers are notoriously like people get upset with bikers?
Yeah, they get upset with us and they say
That's
we have.
That's a thing, right?
Yeah, it's a thing. They say we have an attitude, but in reality, they're the ones with the attitude. And then you said there's rules for bikers. Okay, but let me take it back. There was rules for black people in the 1950s. What would have happened if we would have kept those rules? Segregated them from the whites. You're going to segregate the bikers from the cars? Same shit. I feel like a black guy. And here's the thing. It's a good point. Here's the thing. I used to have a lot of beef with black guys. Yeah, just growing up from where I'm from. Because I'm from Queens. So when was
there beef with black guys?
From where I'm from, we don't mess well with the blacks. Now, once I really started getting into the ins and the intricacies of being a biker, I started to realize, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a black guy. I'm just like a black. I'm on the road, people looking at me like I'm different, flicking me off, accusing me of being aggressive. Sounds like a black guy. So I get it now. I understand what they go through. I'm a black guy.
Okay, you're not a black guy.
Well, I'm not a black, but I'm saying in the symbolic way.
I'm glad that you've had
in a metaphorical way. I'm a black guy.
Okay.
And how can you not see that clearly off of what I just explained to you?
I'm happy for you that you can relate to an entire race of people that you were previously unable to.
I love the blacks. Me and the blacks, we're like, I'm basically black.
I'm just so confused on how this interview got here.
But
so quickly.
Did I not make it clear of what I was trying to say?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just like, this came out of nowhere.
It's a great reference of what I'm saying. Is it not? Did I not explain to you thoroughly how I'm not exactly like a black guy?
You feel segregated.
Exactly. I am segregated. I don't feel segregated. I am. I go on the road. I don't know if I'm going to get hit. I don't know if I'm going to get assaulted. If someone's going to jam me from behind up my ass. I don't know what's going to happen. Same as a black guy. He walks outside his house. He doesn't know if he's going to make it back home. Neither do I. I've had friends killed on the road. I had a friend die a couple months back. He was biking, minding his own business, being a biker. He's just a normal guy. And then he's just biking and biking and biking and biking. And some car clips him. He flies over a bridge, breaks every bone in his body, dead. My friend Jimmy, poor Jimmy, God rest his soul. He has a wife and kids.
So I'm still confused on like why you even wanted to come onto this podcast. You wanted to tell people you're like a black guy?
I want to let people know that us bikers are being discriminated against in America, okay? And something needs to change. And I'm here to make a change for us bikers. That's why I'm here. That's why.
Are you sponsored by Medtronic?
I'm in a bike club.
Okay.
I'm in a bike club, and they give us free gear. So this is one of the gears that I have. I'm not sponsored by anything.
But does someone there work for?
I have no idea. They gave it out for free at one of the events. I think Medtronic might have been hosting the event. I would assume, and that's why I'm wearing this. But I'm not part of the Medtronic gang. I'm just a biker who's in a bike gang.
A bike gang?
I'm in a bike gang.
Which is different than a biker gang.
Well, technically it's a bike club.
Okay.
But I call it a bike gang. But it's a bike club.
Why?
Why do I call it a bike gang?
Yeah.
Because I feel like me and my club, we're like a gang of bikers in a club. So that's why I call us, when I tell people, I say I'm in a bike gang. And I'm the leader.
You're the leader of the bike club / gang.
I just got promoted. Mm-hmm. They elevated me.
Who promoted you?
Well, his name was Rick. He was leading it, but he retired. So he went off, and he's in the Bahamas now with his wife. So he said he gave me the club, the bike gang.
So what does a leader of a bike club do?
He's basically in control of the whole text thread, lets the bikers know where and when we're going to meet every weekend to bike. And, different types of events, social events, birthday parties, baby showers, basically anything that's important that the gang needs to know.
A baby shower?
I'm in control.
What do you guys
of that.
all do at a baby shower?
We bike to the baby shower. And it's just us, and it's us in the back watching our wives and babies in the front, and it's just us back there.
Are you all just on bikes?
We're on bikes. We're a bike gang, and we just stand like this, watching our babies and our mamas.
Can we go back to this biking in the strip club thing for a second?
Sure.
So when you say you bike everywhere?
I bike everywhere. Grocery stores.
Yeah, but what happens
Church.
But what, church?
I bike to church.
Yeah, well that's fine, but like when you go into the church, you don't bring your bike.
I bring my bike.
How does that even work?
I sit in the back. I just watch. I praise Jesus on my bike, and I say, please let my tires make it up the hill this week, please.
What denomination are you?
What do you mean?
What Christian denomination are you?
Oh, I'm Catholic. I'm a Catholic.
So you go and get like the Eucharist then, right? Do you bike up the...
I bike up down
the aisle?
Up the aisle, and I eat the body of Christ.
And they let you do that?
Well, here's the thing. One of the priests is part of my bike gang. So...
Who would have thought?
All
right.
I get away with a little bit.
What's the weirdest place that you've biked? So you never leave this bike?
I don't. I sleep with my bike.
That was where I was going with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't sleep on it, but I put it right next to the bed, right on my bike. So it's kind of like a body pillow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. The weirdest place I've biked.
Sounds horribly uncomfortable as a body pillow.
I love it. I love it. I literally eat, sleep, bike. I've been biking since I was a little kid. I actually biked out of the hospital when I was born.
What do you mean you biked out of the hospital?
Well, my dad, he was in a bike gang. And so he obviously wanted me to be a biker since I was a baby. And I came out of my mom, and they put me on the little baby bike. And I biked out of the hospital.
You say they put me on the baby bike, like I know what that is.
It's like a little baby bike. It's like that big. It's a baby bike. I still have it. I have it framed over my mantle in my over the fireplace.
How did you know how to ride a bike outside?
Well, they guided me. Obviously, I had training wheels, and they pushed me out of there.
What kind of hospital is that?
They pushed me out of the hospital. I was just like a little 2-pound baby, just bike.
Why are bikers such assholes? They have a bad reputation for just being assholes.
I already told you I told you we're not the assholes. I told you it's the cars that make us the assholes. How would you feel?
So you're projecting the blame onto others.
It's not
a very narcissistic trait.
It's not.
It's the world that's the problem and not you.
You got it all wrong. It's not projection, because is it not true that cars are very, very aggressive towards bikers, honking at us, flicking us off.
Yeah, but because you guys are in the middle of the road.
We're allowed to be on the road. It's part of the f***ing law. Look up the laws.
You'll be going like 4 miles an hour.
Yeah, I understand you don't like the speed we go. I understand that.
Get out of the way.
That being said,
it's dangerous for you guys too.
Or is it not legal for a biker to be in the f***ing car lane?
I don't know the laws.
Well, the law.
I know there's a bike lane though for you guys.
Listen.
And there's a sidewalk.
Absolutely, I get that there's a bike lane. That's for beginners. But when you're in a bike gang, you're gonna be on the road. Because you're in a gang, and you need to have your ground.
You don't need to show it.
You can't give in to societal pressures.
So you're just like a contrarian.
No, I'm a biker. That's it. We're allowed to be on the road. I understand that some people maybe don't like black guys. You don't see them getting mad when they're on the bus and saying, go sit in the back. Same thing.
Okay.
Right? They're allowed to be, they can sit in the front if they want. This isn't 1955. I'm going to bike wherever the I want. You know what? I think we should bike on the freeway.
That's a horrible idea.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you're not going to bike on the freeway.
I'm saying we should be allowed to if you want to.
Why the hell would you bike on the freeway?
Well, we already can bike on the road. Why would I be able to bike on the freeway?
Because the freeway cars are going like 65, 70, 80 miles an hour.
Oh, if you see me hit this I've hit 75 miles per hour on this thing.
Oh, bullshit.
I did. I was going down a hill. I was going down a hill.
Okay, maybe down a hill.
Yeah, exactly. I was going down a hill.
Maybe if you put an engine on that. Yeah, what happens when the freeway is kind of going uphill? You're done.
Oh, no. I can at least get this bad boy to at least 35 miles per hour.
Yeah, 35 is not going to work on a freeway, buddy.
Listen, that's your fault if you need to go around me. I mean, I should be able to take the freeway. Free is the operative word here. Freeway. Way. That a bike should be able to go on the freeway.
Why would you even want to do that?
Because I can get around faster.
That sounds like for you. No, you wouldn't get around. I mean, you know what would get you around faster is if you just drove a car.
Look at these abs. That's because I'm biking everywhere. I have an 8-pack. I had an 8-pack since I was...
I can't see your abs.
Okay, well, either way, I had an 8-pack since I was 4 years old because of the amount of biking I was doing. I learned how to bike when I was 3 weeks old.
No, I thought you just said that you biked out of your mom's womb.
No, I did, but my parents were guiding me at training wheels, but I wasn't using training wheels, and I had no guidance when I was 3 weeks old. I learned how to bike before I knew how to walk.
I was going to say, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Which is why I bike more than I walk.
So do you drive a car?
I don't own a car. I bike everywhere. But did I not just say I bike everywhere? I bike even across the country.
So are you just late to everything? How long does it take you to get places?
Let's just say I've been fired from like 15 jobs because of tardiness and because I refuse to not work without my bike.
Why?
Did I not make myself clear from the beginning?
I mean, it's like, why not just go into the office or at least leave the bike outside?
I'm proving a point.
You don't need to be everywhere with your fucking bike.
Here's the funniest thing about the last job I got fired from. The boss was black. Him of all people should know. Him of all people should know what it feels like to be discriminated against. And he fucking fires me? You know what? Fuck him. I'm back not on good terms with the blacks.
Okay, this interview just doesn't need to go here.
I'm just saying, he of all people should have known what it feels like to be... I was the only one in the office with a bike. He said, get out of the fucking office or you're fired. Take the bike out or you're fired. I said, you know what?
I think he had every right to do that.
No, f*** that. John eats... This guy employee...
You're lucky I let this bike in here in the studio. Actually, I didn't. You just showed up with this thing. You barged through the door with it.
And what were you going to do? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. So, the fact that my boss fired me makes him a little bitch.
Why is that?
I
wasn't running the store the way he wants to?
I wasn't bothering anyone.
You were bothering the boss.
No, I wasn't.
What was the place? Where were you working?
I was working at a corporation.
What's the corporation?
It was Sunkist.
So vague. Sunkist?
You know Sunkist?
Yeah, like the
soda?
Like it's kind of like the soda.
The soda Sunkist. I worked for them.
What did you do at Sunkist? How long did you work there?
I was working there for like 6 months. And I just did a lot of marketing. So I would show up on the bike to the meetings with my computer and all my little gadgets that I needed, and I'd show up and the boss goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm here to work, Jack." "What does it look like?" He said, "No, what are you doing here with the bike?" I said, "Did I not just say what I was? I'm here to work. What's the issue?" And he said, "Leave the bike or you're fired." And then I said, "Well then, you." And then he said, "Get the out of the office," which I did, biked out of there, giving him 2 birds, saying, "Good luck finding someone else, bitch." They found someone the following week. So
I don't think he's in the wrong at all. I think if he doesn't want you driving a bike
agree with him.
Around the office, around
I'm
cubicles.
sure you probably agreed with the KKK too.
Why do you keep going?
I'm just saying. I don't understand. You should be able to see my point of view.
Guy, I guess you're Mexican.
I'm not waiting for war. I'm not Mexican.
What are you?
I'm Italian.
Or Italian. All right.
Yeah, I'm Italian. That's see, there it is again. Racism. Right at.
I'm not the one.
He's saying I'm Mexican. I'm clearly Italian.
You have a problem with black people again.
I don't have a problem with black people. I don't have a problem. I love black people.
You just said you did.
I did, but
your boss fired you.
I hate him. I hate that black guy.
Then why did I
like all the other black guys?
I'm pretty sure you just said you have a problem with.
I may have said I don't like black guys anymore, but that came out of the heat of the moment because of that son of a bitch did.
You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that.
The point is, that son of a he could have been Asian, black, white. I would have hated him just as much. It has nothing to do with him being black.
So then why are we bringing up the race if it has nothing to do with it?
He happened to be black. I had to mention that.
You just said you didn't.
I had to mention the fact that...
You just said the race was... It doesn't matter what the race was.
It doesn't matter. But for the story's purpose, it did matter. It did matter. Because
if you wanted to come to set the record straight on this podcast, so far all you've done is look like an ass. and you've just looked racist.
Whoa.
And you looked like you
don't
just
not call me a racist. I'm a black guy.
I don't need to. You're what?
I'm basically a black guy.
No, you're not.
I feel like
You're
a black
Italian.
guy. I feel like a black guy.
Okay, you can feel like one, but that doesn't make you one.
Every day I wake up in the fear for my life. Who else wakes up that way? Black guys.
I hate that this interview keeps going here. Like, this doesn't need to be part of it. And the guy, and by the way, I do have a question. When you came
I'm laughing because of this guy's making me laugh. He's a funny guy.
When you came in for the interview for this sun-kissed job,
Yep.
did the guy were you on the bike in the interview?
Yeah, I was on the bike. He thought it was funny at first. He was like,
He thought it was a bit.
He thought it was a bit.
What was his logic? What the hell was going through his mind?
He said, what are you doing on a bike? And I go, I bike everywhere. And then he goes, that's hilarious. He goes, you're like the company clown, aren't you? And I go, you can say that. I mean, I seriously just bike everywhere. It wasn't a joke. And he goes, it's got to be a joke. This guy's hilarious. We're going to hire him. Hired him first day of work. I show up on a bike. He goes, why are you on a bike? I go, I told you I bike everywhere when you hired me. What do you mean? And then he goes, holy f***, this wasn't a joke. You were being serious the whole f***ing time. And I go, yeah. And he goes, okay, well, I'll let you bike here today, but for the meeting tomorrow, do not show up on a bike. Guess what I did? I showed up on a f***ing bike. Took him about 6 months to fire me, but finally he pulled the trigger. I didn't think he'd actually do it. I thought he would just allow me to do it.
What was this meeting?
It was a big meeting with we were merging with Pepsi. It was a big meeting, and so everyone needed to be on their A game, which is why I wanted to bike there in the first place. When I bike, I get this like, you know when you run and you get like a high?
Like a biker's high?
Biker's high. So I wanted to show them high out of my mind. So I biked about 10 miles before I got to the meeting, and I came in feeling like I just took 6 points of Molly.
I don't know if that's a good thing when you come into a meeting.
Yeah, you ever try Molly?
I actually don't know. I intended to once, and I think that it might have been something out. No, I felt like cracked out.
Oh, I got laced.
I don't know what it was.
That happened to me once.
I had it one other time, and it was a lot. I still felt like it was.
I'm not talking about the cracky talking about like.
No, this one wasn't a cracky thing, but I'm saying even like a Molly best state, like I don't know if that's the most appropriate situation to be going into a meeting high on MDMA.
Everyone responds differently to MDMA. Me, on the other hand, when I take MDMA, I can do anything. I can close any deal. I can close any chick. I can make as much money as I f***ing want.
What does that even mean? Like,
I'm saying that's how I feel when I ride my bike. So
you're on your bike 24/7.
24/7, I'm just high.
Which means...
I'm an addict.
So when you took Molly, you were also on your bike.
Yep.
So you're saying there were multiple situations where you would be on your bike, on Molly, where you closed a deal you closed banging a chick, and then you also closed deals and made money and
everything.
Explain the girl situation. What the hell was that? You're on Molly on your bike and you just banged a chick?
Well, when I go on dates, I show up on a bike.
Like even at a fancy restaurant?
Yep. I took this one broad to Nobu once. We show up, she shows up, I show up, I come up on my f***ing bike, ready to fucking pounce, and I get there.
In this outfit?
Yeah, I was in this. I rocked it. I have multiple colors of this outfit, but so I had I have a black one that has a little tuxedo. So it's a biker outfit, but a tuxedo one, so I could fit the aura of what did I say? Nobu. So I biked up with my little tux bike outfit, and she's waiting there, and she was confused, and I'm biking there, and I'm looking right at her, and I say, yeah, it's me, motherfucker. And I stop. I hit the brakes and I fucking stop. And I did one of those like whips. I whipped right past her, kind of like so I can turn the bike at her. And I said, "You ready for dinner?" And then she said, "Why are you on a bike?" And I go, "Why aren't you on a bike?" And then she said, "That's a good question. I don't know." And I said, "Exactly. Now let's go eat."
She said that's a good question? I think that's a dumb question.
Well, it is a dumb question, but I think she was so taken back by it, she didn't know how to respond. Because what kind of guy shows up on a date with a bike?
Well, also, were you on MDMA then at this point?
No, I wasn't on MDMA then. Come on.
That was my question, though. I was asking you.
Oh, I thought you said, how do I close with girls?
said I could. Yeah.
You talked about girls.
No, I know, but you said when I'm on MDMA, I could close with any chick. And I was wondering, what was the time that you were riding your bike on MDMA?
You're misinterpreting my question. You're misinterpreting, because I was...
Your answer, you mean?
I'm
misinterpreting your answer.
My answer, because I was referring...
You misinterpreted my question.
No, you did. Let me explain.
No, I asked the question.
No, but let me explain what I'm saying. I said when I ride my bike, I feel like I'm on MDMA. And when I'm on MDMA, I can do all those things. So me being on a bike is like being on MDMA, which means I can do all those things.
Right, but you said when you're on MDMA, you can close with any girl.
I mean, I can.
So I was wondering...
That's a different question.
Was there a time when you were on MDMA riding your bike around?
No.
Okay.
But I have done MDMA.
When did you do MDMA?
I was at Coachella, and I biked to Coachella.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York. I told you I'm from Queens.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you just, But
I don't live there anymore. I don't live there anymore.
Well, where do you live?
I live in LA now.
Okay, so that's a lot. That's still ridiculous.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
It took me 2 days to get there.
Also, it's disgusting. You probably smelled terrible.
Well, I showered once I got there.
On your bike?
No, once I got there.
So I know, but you showered with your bike.
Yeah, I had to clean my bike off too. I gotta clean myself off, and I gotta clean these sexy wheels I just got. Yeah, these are expensive wheels right here. This is top grade right here. This whole bike cost me $23,000.
You want me to be honest with you? It looks like the wheels look like kind of old.
No, these are brand new wheels. I just got these puppies out of the shop. You just don't know bikes.
No, I don't know bikes.
You don't know bikes. I can tell you don't know bikes. You have a face that says I don't know bikes. You also have a face that says I'm a dumbass.
Why? Why?
Why what?
Why did you say that?
It's just the truth of the matter. Does he not look like a dumbass?
He's like so immature.
Look at his face. His stupid mustache. He looks like Paul Blart, but skinnier.
All right. Cool.
Looking like a handsome Paul Blart over here.
Oh, I'm handsome now?
Well, you're not as ugly as Paul Blart.
Okay.
Guy.
What's something people misunderstand about bikers?
I think a lot of people misunderstand that bikers are just like black guys.
All right, we already went here.
No, I know, but I'm saying this is something people misunderstand about us because they think that we're separate from the road, like I was saying earlier. So when you start to see the similarities of a bike and a car, and how, yeah, a car has 4 wheels and a bike has 2 wheels, but they both move forward, backwards, sideways.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? So we're very similar.
A car doesn't move sideways, nor does a bike.
I'm saying it can like turn and then start going this way. It can go any way.
It's still going forward.
Technically, yes, you're right. Okay, let's not get into the semantics of what I'm saying. I'm trying to make a point here. They misunderstand that we're just like them. Just how black guys are just like white guys. There's no difference. Yeah, the skin's different. And the heritage is different.
Are you gonna make a new point, though?
Human beings.
Okay, all right.
And we're still part of the f***ing road.
All right, but are you gonna make a new point with this, or is this just gonna? You're repeating yourself.
No, I know, but you asked me a question, and that's
I just didn't think you were gonna repeat something you already said.
I mean, I think it's important for people to understand that us bikers are exactly like black guys.
We get it. Have you gotten any fights on the road?
Oh, I probably get in a fight at least once a day.
Once a day? What do you?
Well, I'm biking everywhere.
But like, if you're getting in fight, I never get in fights.
Yeah, because you're not on a bike.
Well,
you get on a bike. I guarantee you're gonna get in a couple fights. You're gonna get in a couple fights. No,
I've been on a bike many times. I don't bike religiously like you.
That's because you're not biking on the road. You're one of those guys who
go bike in the
You're
middle
one of those guys who bikes in the bike lane
or the
bike
park lane. Yeah, that's right. Or a beach boardwalk.
Yeah, like the normal civilians.
By the way, I stay in the bike part of that boardwalk, and if someone gets in my way, I don't scream. I mean, I'll gently be like, "Hey, this is the bike lane," but I won't.
You've never
yell at them.
I can tell you why. You haven't experienced enough hate yet to start getting emotional about it. You don't bike enough. But when you bike as long as I have,
it just gives you an excuse to be an ass.
Okay, let me explain something to you. a lot of people think black people are aggressive. But how would you feel if you were put in slavery for hundreds of years? How would you feel?
I hate that you keep...
How would you feel?
Not great.
Exactly. Proving my point.
You weren't a slave.
No, but I'm saying
I understand the connection that you're trying to make, but not enough to the point where this needs to keep being
Well, you're not
up.
Getting the point.
I get the point.
So you get it now. So the black
I
reference
just think
did
you're
help.
walking on
it did
thin
help.
ice talking about black
It's
people
not,
and your race.
I'm literally crediting them. I'm giving them the credit they deserve, and I'm giving them the understanding and the compassion
Earlier you said
that they
you had a
deserve.
problem
No,
with
that was
black
because
people,
my
and this is
boss
going
was black.
online, so
that's because my boss was black. That had nothing to do with black people. I love black. I said that in the beginning. I want to make that very clear. I have a biker in the bike gang. I just let him in. He's black.
you're the one saying this.
Technically half black, but he's black. He's like Steph Curry black. He's a mocha black. But you're getting my point. I'm making points.
Barely.
You keep saying
I'm making points. Related. I get it a little bit.
No, you get it.
But
Not a little bit. You get it a lot.
That strong
you get
of
it
a
a
connection
lot.
to keep emphasizing it.
Well, you're not fucking getting it.
I get it, but it's not strong enough to keep emphasizing it, and it's awkward and strange. And you're coming across racist, and it's weird.
You keep saying racist. I'm helping people understand us and the blacks.
You're not helping people understand the blacks.
Yeah, I got you to understand. So I'm assuming your whole audience is going to see what I'm saying.
I'm not. I can tell you right now. I'm not.
Comment if you agree.
I'm not learning. I don't feel like I'm being educated about black people on this podcast.
Whoever's watching this podcast, I want you right now to leave a comment saying he's making great points or saying it doesn't make sense. But I'm assuming you guys are going to say it makes great points.
Sense. I just for how
Comment if I'm right or am I right or is he wrong?
How weak the argument. I just don't think. I think
it's a strong
I don't know how it keeps going here. I don't know how we keep.
Well, you're the one bringing it up.
That. You keep bringing it up.
You keep asking me the questions. You ask me the questions and I answer the questions.
It's my job to ask you a question.
And then you're getting mad at my answers.
Keep asking. I'm not. All right.
You're getting mad at my answers. I am explaining to you why I feel like a black guy.
Who inspired you to bike?
I mean, how could you not be inspired by Lance Armstrong? I mean, the guy was biking with one ball. So when I saw him lean on his bike with one ball, I thought to myself, you know, I think I'm gonna bike everywhere for the rest of my life now. It was in that moment when he won the Tour de France when I was like,
how did you feel when you found out he cheated?
Oh, I felt betrayed. I felt like I lost a family member. I mean, us bikers, we live by a code of ethics. And we tell each other, we say, don't lie, don't steal, and don't ride in the bike lane. Those are the three. That's the three code of ethics. And he was doing all of them great, but he lied. So that's rule number one.
I'm pretty sure Lance did ride in bike lanes,
and that's why he's not a biker anymore.
Oh, that's why
he cheated, and he stays in the bike lane. Doesn't sound like that's part of my family, so we don't like him anymore. But I remember where I came from, and I remember that he inspired me, and I won't forget that.
At what age did he inspire you?
He inspired me when I was 12 years old.
But before that, you weren't.
I was already biking, but I wasn't biking full time. And it's when I saw him win the Tour de France when I thought to myself, I'm gonna fucking bike everywhere. So I did. I biked to school, and here's the thing. It's kind of like when a girl is going through puberty and then she starts getting tits. I feel like once I got my bike, all the women at the school wanted to me. It's almost as if my bike is this sort of magnet.
They saw this and they were like,
I was a virgin pre-bike. Post-bike, I was clapping cheeks on the reg.
Really?
Women love bikers.
I've just never seen that. I see the stereotypical, I've seen them like the football guy. I've seen them like the...
I know. That's what's crazy. I was getting the hottest piece of ass in school. The prom queen, who was dating the quarterback, by the way. And she had a choice. She could have been dating Billy, the quarterback, or Mikey, the biker. And guess what she chose? Mikey, the biker.
What happened to her? What was
we on the back of my bike. we did it on the back of my bike.
All right, don't do that.
I was in full thrust.
Stop. It's so gross. Also,
I want to paint you a picture.
Yeah, I get the picture. Well, actually, no, I don't. How did you bang on the back of your bike?
It's kind of like
there's no room.
It's kind of like when you bang in the back of your car.
No, it's nothing like that.
It's like usually bang in the back. So I said,
I hate what you're doing right now.
Usually bang in the back. So I said, hop on the front, cheeks out. I'm in the back, and here's the thing. I had it on one of those like stand still. I had it on one of those stand still, like so you can still pedal, like when you work out. I had it on there, and I was biking and at the same time. So I'm not only was I satisfying her, I was also on that high I was talking about earlier. Like I was on MDMA. So basically I was on MDMA and I was clapping cheeks while simultaneously riding my bike.
I feel so bad for this woman.
Oh, she had a great time.
What happened to her?
She said it was one of the best rides of her life.
What was it? Yeah, nice. What was her name?
What was her name? Her name was Julie Dingleberry. And let me tell you, she had a couple of dingleberries down there too.
That's f***ing gross.
Yeah, it smelled a little because it was. I was getting. Here's the thing. I think a lot of it was coming from my skin because I was sweating. Let me tell you, I was like I said, 45 minutes straight. I was going, just biking and.
Lord,
it's one of my favorite things to do. People say, "What do you like to do in your free time?" I say, "Bike and." And I do it like this. I do a slight thrust, and then I move my knees like this as I thrust. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, thrust. That's kind of my motion.
You don't have to keep doing that
when I'm doing it.
Well,
that's how I do it.
What would you do if they? I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I have another question about this. So, and you're married right now?
I'm actually recently divorced.
I thought you said you were married.
I was, but I'm recently divorced.
Okay.
We haven't signed the papers yet, so technically I still am legally married. But it's my bike ruined the marriage.
Oh, well, that's not a shock to hear at all.
Ruined the marriage. She loved it at first. Like I said, I'm going to be my authentic self. I biked up the altar when we got married.
Not surprised.
Yep.
Didn't hear that.
Biked right up there. She wasn't on a bike, but I was.
Did she know you were going to do that?
She didn't, but she thought it was cute. She thought, because she knows I love bikes. And we didn't know each other right away because we got married quick. It was like 3 months in, we got married. We just knew we loved each other. So she thought.
How long were you guys together before you got divorced?
6 months.
What?
So 3 months in, she thought it was kind of cute at first, and then she realized that I wasn't letting up on the bike.
You were married for 6 months?
Well, I mean, this bike caused a lot of problems. I mean, think about it. After the wedding, she was like, okay, enough with the bike. And then it was kind of like, a month went by, 2 months went by, 3 months went by. That's when started hitting the fan, and then it kind of just fizzled out to a place of just full-on chaos. I actually have a restraining order against me.
Why? What did you do?
Well, it's not my fault, but she tried to run me over with her car.
So why do you have a restraining, or why does she have a restraining order against you?
Because she's the woman, and she made it because the cops got called, and we didn't both want to go to jail. So she blamed me in saying I was taking up the road, even though she could have just went around me, and she hit me with her car. So she blamed me and said it was my fault and that I rammed her car. So she put a restraining order on me. That f***ing bitch.
That
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the shortest marriage I've ever.
Yeah, I was just as surprised too. I was like, 6 months, you're gonna call it quits? You're a quitter. That's what I said. I called her a quitter.
Because it's a lot to get married. You guys move in together?
Moved in together. We had a dog.
Who has the dog?
She has it now because she doesn't trust me with it because of my bike.
Why doesn't she trust you with the dog? Because your bike?
Because she thinks I'm gonna like put it on like a little like basket on my bike and like it's gonna get hurt. And she just doesn't trust me because of the bike.
What's the dog? What kind of dog?
It's a wiener dog.
And she doesn't want you to put the wiener dog in the basket?
I mean, the wiener would fit perfectly right here. Look at this. Put a little wiener bed right in front of my wiener.
That's
not like I'm gonna the dog. I'm just saying it could fit right here. Does that not look like a wiener?
Right, now I see why she took the dog away.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna the dog. I'm just saying this looks exactly like a wiener. It would have fit perfect right here.
Why though? Why even like word it that way? And
you're the one making it weird. I just said I want to put the dog right in front of my wiener, and then you're looking at me like I'm gonna fuck my dog.
I didn't make anything weird.
You're a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. You're the one saying you want to put the dog right by your wiener.
I said nothing about my dog.
I never said I was gonna fuck. Like you're the one who you knew exactly what I was talking about.
You implied it.
Yeah, because it sounds. I mean, it looks like
you're doing what my wife did.
I understand why your wife divorced you after 6 months.
You're gonna take the girl side. You know what? You're not a man's man. You're a man's bitch.
A man's? You mean a woman's man?
I don't know. You're not a man.
I am a man.
No, you're not. I bet you if I zip down your pants, you probably have a vagina. Yeah.
You're a weird guy, man.
Just let me be. Ask the question.
Will you ever stop biking? Maybe to satisfy your next partner in your next marriage, if you ever get married again?
I'll tell you this much. It's gonna take the right girl for me to be with next, because I'm not stopping biking at any time in my life. If I'm capable, I'm biking. So she can take a hike if she has a problem. Because I'm not leaving my bike. You know who leaves me a lot? Women. You know who's never left me? My bike. So why would I get rid of the thing that stayed by me on my darkest times? And you think I'm gonna choose some sort of broad who's left me multiple times for a non-bike guy? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my bike. To answer your question, I'll never stop biking.
Okay.
I really won't. I love biking. It's in my blood. I was born a biker.
What's one of your times where it was like your darkest time and your bike was there for you?
There was this time after college where I had found the love of my life.
What was her name?
Her name was Julie Springsteel. And I thought she was the one. And I was biking home from an exam. And I biked into my dorm room, just another Tuesday. And I walk in on her with a guy with a scooter. His name was Scooter Braun. And
Justin Bieber's
I don't know if that was him. It might have been him. I don't know, but yeah, it had the same.
I don't think there's that many people
with
the name Scooter
His name
Braun.
was. I think Scooter was his nickname because he used to ride around on a scooter. But the point is, she was blowing him on his scooter, and I'm on my bike.
He was on his scooter?
Yeah, he was standing on his scooter, like kind of like this, and then she was blowing him, and I'm standing there on my bike like an asshole, and I go, "You're gonna blow a guy on a scooter over a guy on a bike?" I said, "Hey, we're done. I'm not gonna date someone who's gonna stoop down to a level of blowing a guy on a scooter." So I biked out of there, and I was heartbroken because I loved Julie. I thought she was the one. I was gonna marry her a couple weeks down the road. I had a ring and everything. So I biked to the top of this hill looking over the school, and Sorry, I get choked up when I talk about it. I went through the gun store and I bought a gun. I bought a pistol because I was so down bad, because of Julie blowing the Scooter Braun guy. And I was on top of the hill looking over the school. And I thought to myself, I said, if this bitch chose a guy on a scooter over me, I must not be that good of a guy. So what am I doing here? So I got the gun and I put it in my mouth and I said, it's time to go. Your time here is done. No more bikes. And then I looked down and guess what was staring at me right in my eyes as I was crying?
Your bike?
My bike. And it was in that moment I realized I'm on a bike for the rest of my life.
So you had 2 moments where you realized you were going to bike for the rest of your life.
Well, technically, yeah, but that one saved my life.
Okay.
That moment.
Because the Lance Armstrong thing, I feel like you already had committed to biking.
I committed
for the
to
rest of your
biking for the
life.
rest of my life, but it was remembering the bike that got me to take the pistol out of my mouth and live another day. So I could never, ever betray my bike and choose a bike over a bitch who's gonna blow a man on a scooter. That's what I'm saying. I hope that story was sufficient enough for you to understand my love for bikes.
Yeah, I get you.
I have a connection with bikes that I've never had with any female.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not sexual. It's just...
I didn't think it was.
It's just something inside of me feels like I'm part of the bike. Like, have you ever seen the movie Avatar? And they have the little things that come out and they like connect to their human.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. That's how I feel. I feel like one of those avatars. And my dick is like...
Oh my God.
It's like the little thing that comes out of the avatar and connects to the human, but the human's my bike.
Okay. You don't need to show me.
And then I become...
Stop. Please stop. That's
one of
fucking
the
gross.
bike.
We're going to have to punch in so we can't see what you're doing because that's going to...
I become one of...
flagged.
I become the bike.
That was so strange. Disgusting.
Well, you asked me a question again. You keep saying my questions are weird. My answers are weird. I'm answering your questions.
They are weird.
You're asking weird questions.
They're not weird answers.
You're asking weird questions.
I'm asking you weird questions.
Sufficiently.
Sufficiently? That's the
Just move
word
on.
that you're going to use.
Just move on to the next
confused.
question.
What's sufficient about?
Your questions have been asked sufficiently, which is why I'm answering them to my best capabilities.
I don't think. Why did you bring your bike on the pod? Have you gotten any fights on the road?
Here we go again. We're going to bring up old.
What people misunderstand about bikers? How long have you been a biker for? I don't think those are weird questions.
I'm not going to get in an argument with you because I don't want to have to beat your ass.
Oh my God.
If I see you on the road after this podcast, you best believe I'm jamming my bike into your bumper.
I think you might get hurt if you did that. You might
we'll see.
Fly over the...
We'll see.
And you're going to hurt your bike, too.
Don't worry.
I guess
don't
your
worry
bike
about
is
my
like
bike.
attached to you
Don't
with your
worry
penis,
about
so
my
you
bike.
hurt your bike.
I'll take care of my bike. Don't worry about my bike. My bike's going to be just fine. So you don't have to worry about my bike.
I think if you run into my car with your bike, it will mess up your bike.
I guess we're not going to know until it happens.
Yeah, I guess we won't.
So
Actually, no, I do know it will happen.
You do know it won't happen.
No, I do know it will happen. It will mess up your bike if you ram it into my bumper.
I guess we're going to have to wait and see.
That's what I'm saying, though. We don't need to wait and see. That's what will happen. It's like if I pushed a vase off of a table onto a marble floor, the glass of the vase is going to break. I don't need to, unless it was very, very durable.
I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree then, pal.
All right.
Because I'm going to be jamming my bike down your car's asshole. I'm going to jam it in there.
I don't look at my car the same way you look at a bike.
Well,
I've never thought of my car as having an asshole. So
that's because you don't have a connection with your car.
I don't.
but I have a connection with my bike.
Oh, we know.
Yep, and it's not sexual.
Okay.
It's not sexual.
Okay. Let's wrap this up.
Ask away. If you have anything else you want to ask me, by the way, I'm open for business, pal. I don't have a job.
You don't have a job?
Yeah, I told you I got fired.
Yeah, but are you looking for a job then?
I'm on welfare right now.
Biking around on welfare?
Yeah, I'm in shape. I'm in the best shape
How
of my
did you
life.
just get these tires? You said they're new tires?
Welfare tires. Your tax-paying dollars paid for these tires. Bet you feel pretty stupid now making fun of my bike.
They look like shit.
No, first of all, it's the taxpayer money, but these are high-quality tires.
They look like they've been used.
No, these are
don't look
brand new puppies. Yeah, these things can handle a lot of terrain.
All right.
The harshest of terrains.
How did we even get onto this? Welfare tires? What?
Oh, I was just saying some random stuff, and then you were going to say
why don't you,
final thoughts.
Huh?
I think was what you were going to say.
Yeah, final thoughts. You want to say any final thoughts now that you're here?
Okay.
Before we wrap this up?
I want to make this quick because I feel like I made all the points I needed to make on this podcast.
I think so too.
I want you guys to know out there, when you see a bike not in the bike lane, he's allowed to be there. Also, before you're about to judge that biker and give him the bird outside of your window, just know that that biker is just like a black guy. Yup. And would you flick off a black guy who was just minding his own business, walking on the sidewalk? No, you wouldn't, because that's racist and he's a black guy. So, when you see me on the road, just think twice before you decide to be an asshole. And if you do decide to be an asshole, just know you're gonna get your face punched in by this asshole. So yeah, I'm not gonna stay in the f***ing bike lane. So any of you who disagree with that can f*** your own assholes.
Just, do you have any regard for anybody other than yourself? Like, you know,
Yeah, I
just
do.
think for a moment, like, hey, maybe
I don't flick you off when you're on the road, but if you're gonna give me the bird, then I'm gonna give you 2 f***ing birds. That's right.
We're gonna go in circles here.
Thank you for having me on the podcast. Bikers are just like black guys. Make sure you think about what you're gonna say before you say something to a biker before you get your face punched in by this f***ing asshole.
All right, well, that was one of the worst interviews we've ever done on the Sketchy Podcast. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh, it was one of the worst interviews you've ever done?
Terrible.
I'll show you the worst fucking interview you've ever done, son of a